Hello, and welcome back to some Saints Row 2. Personally, I'm going to say it's great to be back. I'm excited to finish off the Brotherhood storyline today. But before we can get into said Brotherhood storyline, we are going to have to complete some stronghold missions.
The Brotherhood ain't exactly tacticians, but they got at least one thing right. Getting paid to do nothing is love. If we want to be major players, we gotta get some protection rackets going. And we might as well start with the neighborhood that loves to pay out, Chinatown.
Now, a stronghold mission is a type of mission that doesn't really affect the story. You just go around and complete basic tasks. Like this one here, you just have to intimidate some shop owners to have them pay money out to the Saints for protection. So that's exactly what we do. We just go around, bust up some storefronts, bust up some friggin' shop owners, and then it all culminates in the end of the level where we have to bust up a hotel owner. I totally meant to do that, by the way.
The reason the Samdi weren't able to get a complete lock on the university is because the Southern housing is being run by the Brotherhood. Prostitution, gambling, drugs. If it's a vice college kids want, the Brotherhood are pushing it here. If the Saints want to take control of this neighborhood, you're gonna have to evict those assholes.
So as Shawnee said, we need to evict these assholes, and that basically just boils down to murdering all the lieutenants in all these apartment buildings until there are none left. And once we have murdered all of said lieutenants, we must destroy a mobile drug lab that is inside an RV. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Now this next stronghold I'd consider to be probably the weakest out of all of them. It's not bad by any means, but it's just kind of boring. You just steal this truck, follow a bunch of other trucks, and then kill a bunch of people in a warehouse. And that is basically the entire thing. Like I said, it's probably the weakest out of all of them, but it's not like terrible or anything. It's just kind of boring and basic. Now if you remember from the last video, you'll remember that Carlos's story didn't exactly end pleasantly. He got kind of dragged along the pavement for a while. It's probably not very fun. And then we had to put him down, unfortunately. So we can't let the Brotherhood get away with that, you know. So we're going to deliver some equal, or maybe in some thought unequal payback.
Sorry.
No problem, I got it.
Jesus Christ, are you trying to get killed?
Look, I'm sorry.
I don't have time for this. Sorry about that, baby. I almost ended my car on a hippie chick.
Hey, I'm not a hippie.
Marrow, I'm fine. Look, I gotta go. I'm about to make the deposit. Sweetie, let me worry about the money. We'll have enough to cover the shipment, and once that comes in, the Saints won't have a chance in hell.
Yo, Shandi, we're gonna hack or what?
Hey, boss.
Shandy, I'm watching Bobby and Ann back in it, wait.
Not really.
What's up?
Marrow's girlfriend just walked into the bank with a suitcase full of money.
I'll be right over.
So now that we know where Jessica is, we're gonna go to this bank, kidnap her, stuff her in the trunk of her own car, and deliver it to the monster truck rally that Marrow is currently competing in. And I've got to say, this is a dark mission. This is like one of the first missions where you really see you're not playing the good guy. You're not the killer with a conscience. You don't have any sort of like, you know, higher morals or anything like Julius or hell even Franklin from GTA 5. You're a bad person. Like, you're the bad guy in Saints Row 2. Even Saints Row 3.
Please let me out of here!
I'm gonna kill you right here, right now.
No, you're not.
What's this?
Do me a favor. When you check the trunk, just remember you should have offered me something better than 20%.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
Yeah, that car crushing thing was pretty tight.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of my work. It's just, I got so wrapped up in sending Mero a message, I never asked Jessica about the shipment.
Bitch is dead. Who cares about the shipment?
I do. It's something that Mero wants, and that means I'm gonna take it.
All right, there's got to be someone you can pump for information. What about Donnie?
He got manhandled twice. Pretty sure he's out of the loop, if not dead.
Hey, what about that
What about their tattoo artist?
Good idea.
What just happened?
Shandy had a good idea.
And what the fuck ever? She stole my...
Don't be jealous, Pierce. We're all on the same team. You said before that this guy's in a band called the Feed Dogs, right?
Yeah?
They're playing tonight. Shouldn't be too hard to crash the show.
Nice call, Shandy.
So after that pure evil act, we now have to go and steal a truck of fireworks to take to Mera's friend Matt's concert. That is a mouthful. And while we're actually doing this truck stealing, we actually get a pretty fun minigame where we have to throw boxes of fireworks at the back of the truck onto other incoming vehicles. Now we are actually unfortunately subjected to Pierce's music taste along the way, but thankfully we do eventually arrive at said concert.
Back off. What's the shipment?
The fuck are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Matt. You got a lot of gear on this stage I haven't played with yet.
You gotta believe me. I just tattooed the gang. They don't fill me in on what they're doing.
All that time, you winked at Mero, and you never heard him talk about a shipment with Jessica.
All I heard is that it's coming in by boat. They leave me out of the loop on purpose. They were trying to keep me from getting mixed up in their shit.
Your friends should have tried harder.
Come on, I told you everything I know.
Enjoy your retirement, Matt. Hey, Shandy. You know anyone that works at the docks?
Not really.
Looks like you get to make some new friends. Mera's got a shipment coming in by boat and I want to get it before he does.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Genuinely fucking evil. Like, it's insane to me that this boss is the same guy who becomes like the president of the United States. Like, this is... Saints Row is a crazy franchise, but there was something about Saints Row 2 where you're just pure and utter evil. Evil! The guy isn't even in the gang, he just tattoos them, and you just burn his arm off. I mean, like, Jessica, she's Mera's, like, girlfriend. Yeah, so, like, that makes sense. You want to hurt Mera, you want to hurt the gang. Matt is just some guy, and you just burn his arm off. Like, oh my lord. But, I mean, let's not forget about the straight aura that the boss had up on stage there.
I've been looking all over for you. We got a serious... Damn, those some nice shoes.
You want to sit down?
yeah. No, we got a problem.
What's up?
The Brotherhood are all over our turf.
What do you mean all over?
I mean, those assholes are driving around in some big-ass trucks blowing shit up.
Great. You got the boys out there taking care of this?
Yeah, about that.
You're not filling me with confidence, Pierce. What happened?
Well, they kind of got arrested by the cops.
Fuck, you say?
You got a bunch of big tattooed motherfuckers running around burning shit, and you're surprised the cops show up?
This just keeps getting better.
Now, I know in the last video I said that the first mission for the Brotherhood where you meet Mero is probably the most boring, but I actually think it might be this one, because at least with that there was an actual story to go along with it. But this one, you just go around and shoot these Brotherhood guys, and there's nothing else really going for it. I think the story is that they're retaliating against the Saints for hurting Matt and killing Jessica, but I wouldn't really know that because they didn't really tell you. It's just Brotherhood attacking. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad mission. It's just that there's nothing really of substance in it, but the gameplay still holds it up. I still enjoy playing this mission because I get to play Saints Row 2's gameplay, and that's a good thing. I'd rather play a mission like this in Saints Row 2 than the Saints Row reboot or Saints Row 3. But what it does do is it exemplifies the fact that Saints Row's gameplay is extremely repetitive, and a lot of the time the games are held up by the story alone. That's not entirely a bad thing. A lot of the time Red Dead Redemption 2, which I consider to be one of the best video games of all time, you can say it's only really held up by the story. And that game, currently I think it's sitting at the 4th most sold game in history, which is amazing, but it doesn't change the fact that a lot of the time there's nothing really going on. And it's the same with this game. When you're just moving through a bunch of enemies and killing them all and shooting them all, the game just feels repetitive and you get bored of it. That's why I haven't played the game Saints Row 2 in probably about 2 or 3 years. I don't hate the game, I love the game, it's an amazing game, but there's just nothing really to go back to after you've already played it through once, unless you want to play as a female character or a character of a different race. There's no real difference in gameplay. I mean, you can go through and complete all the gangs at a different pace and all this stuff, but the game itself feels extremely repetitive a lot of the time. But it's still an amazing game, and I still love it with all my heart. The same way I still love Saints Row 3. That game feels extremely repetitive. I was watching Dark Viper AU's recent, well, I don't think it's this recent actually, it was a while ago, his stream on the Saints Row 3 remaster, and he brought up a good point that they like to reuse the brute bosses a lot of the time. And I mean, he also went on to say that that's why he thinks that the Saints Row reboot has better gameplay, when they also reuse bosses in Saints Row Reboot, but whatever. But I still love Saints Row 3, even with all of its flaws of reusing enemies and all this stuff. It's the same with Saints Row 2. I still love Saints Row 2, even though it can feel super repetitive from time to time. Now, I'm going to stop gabbering now so we can watch the cutscene, you crazy kids.
Jamie, I'm trying to downsize here.
Mr. Vogel, I'm not sure I'm adequately conveying Mr. Merrow's size.
Get him out of here! Or send him in. Wow. Thanks, Jamie. You must be Mr. Merrow.
I've heard about the connections Altor has. You're gonna get my boys out of jail and help me destroy the Saints.
Your bargaining posture needs some work.
The Saints killed my girlfriend and crippled my best friend.
And that's unfortunate, but Ultor is a business and there's no profit in revenge. Don't worry about the door, though. That one's on me.
Fine. You want money? In a few days, a shipment's coming in.
Mr. Marrow, nebulous shipment or not, I think I made myself quite...
Let's try this again. You're gonna help me destroy the Saints.
And Ultor would love to be of service.
Good.
Stillwater Police Department.
I need to talk to Troy Bradshaw.
Who should I say?
Do it!
Chief, there's a Mr. Vogel on the line.
Put him through.
Hello, Troy.
Yeah, what do you want, Vogel?
It's not what I want, it's what I need.
Which is?
You are going to release all the Brotherhood you have locked up.
And why the fuck would I do that?
I'm looking after my clients.
Your, clients are a bunch of criminals.
Guilty before a trial. Nice. Is that the kind of mentality you like to instill in your subordinates?
Huh. Spare me. All right, they're not getting released, and that's that.
This is where we're going to have to agree to disagree. These men are going free. The only question is if you let this be settled quietly, or if you want a media circus that will make you look like a joke.
I thought Ultor wanted order. Okay, letting these assholes out's gonna only make things worse.
Troy, in order to maintain the ecosystem, sometimes the rangers need to start forest fires. You should know that better than anybody. I suspect I'll hear from you soon.
In a surprising turn of events, several members of the Brotherhood are being released today. A previously thought open-shut case turned into a fierce legal battle as several high-power attorneys fought tooth and nail for their clients' freedom. Curious about the court proceedings, I spoke to Chief of Police Troy Bradshaw.
My personal opinion on the trial doesn't really matter. They were found innocent by a jury of their peers.
So you think they were guilty?
I'm sorry, Jane. Listen, I have to get back to work. Hey, why don't you try talking to Dane Vogel?
Mr. Vogel, what's Ultor's interest in the trial?
Ultor has no interest in the trial other than to see criminals get put behind bars.
So there is no truth to the speculation that the Brotherhood's lawyers are in Ultor's pocket?
Jane, we've donated millions of dollars to the Stillwater PD, as well as rebuilt the shattered community of Saints Row. I understand that everyone likes to pick on the big corporations, but this latest groundless attack on Ultor's integrity is just ridiculous.
Behind me, the men and women loading up onto these buses are being given another chance at freedom. But the question remains, are we also giving them another chance at a life of crime? I'm Jane Valderrama, Channel 6 News. Back to you, Jack.
So yes, our old buddy, our old pal, Troy Bradshaw, has pulled some strings to get these Brotherhood released from prison. And as good citizens of Stillwater, we can't let that happen. So we take out these buses, and then after that, we go and we take out some boats that are bringing in some Brotherhood by ocean. Now what these cutscenes also did was introduce us to the head of Ultor, Dane Vogel. And I think it's actually the first time we see him, but it definitely is not the last. He is definitely going to be a big, big character throughout this game. And maybe one in the future. I won't say anything, but maybe, possibly. Big, fat, maybe.
Mr. Vogel, Mr. Vogel. See you.
Thanks for the heads up, Jamie. Is there something I can help you with?
They hit my boys when they were on the prison bus.
Between your girlfriend and your gang, I'd say you're a magnet for tragedy, Marrow.
You think this is fucking funny?
No, but I do think it's your problem.
My problems are your problems. Or do you need some fresh air to remind you?
No. See, my problem is that a sideshow freak is messing up my paperwork. Your problem is that there's a group of security guards with assault rifles pointed at your back.
Your security guards look more like a private army.
Call them whatever you want. The point is, they have big guns. I'm sorry you couldn't protect your friends. I really am, but Ultor's done doing you favors. Come back here again, and I'll have you shot on sight.
Go fuck yourself, Vogel.
I've enjoyed our time together too, but I think it's time to move on. Gentlemen, could you please show our guest out? And Mero, don't worry about your little shipment. Old Tor has already appropriated it.
What did you say?
Old Tor Security is taking control of the boat carrying your goods. It only seemed fair that we get compensated for letting your boys out of jail. You can go now.
That boat is never gonna make it to shore.
Goodbye, Mero.
Tell me you didn't pick this place just so you could play that stupid game.
No, I picked this place so we could play this stupid game. This gang shit's got you a little stressed out. You need to relax.
By playing skee ball.
Oh, yeah.
You know, most people just smoke pot.
Right. And then they go play skee ball.
Fuck it. So you hit the docks like I asked?
Wait, what?
After Feed Dogs concert, I called you to look into the docks, and you said...
Look, I gotta be honest, I was really stoned.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I totally am. One of the dock workers just called and said this big guy with tattoos and a scarred face was shaking people down trying to find out when some shipment was rescheduled to arrive.
Why would Mero need to ask about the time of his own shipment?
I don't know, maybe it got delayed.
And you're sure this big guy with tattoos is Mero, not just some biker guy?
I'd bet my life on it.
Deal.
Wait, hold up. What do you mean, deal?
This is a very long mission, so I'm going to speed up most of the gameplay. But it's a very fun mission. Even though I said that a lot of Saints Row's gameplay feels very repetitive, this one is also very repetitive, but it's fun repetitive. I don't know what it is, but it is.
What's up?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. What's up?
I was listening in on the police scanner, and the Coast Guard is reporting a lot of Brotherhood are coming towards you.
You sure?
Boss, are you there?
Oh, I'm fine, Shondy. Suddenly I'm not so worried about the Brotherhood.
It is a very fun mission. And I don't like wave-based gameplay. And that's exactly what this is. You just fight off waves of Brotherhood the whole time. And I like it, but I don't like wave-based gameplay, which is so strange. Maybe it's because this is just like a one-off in the game. But I don't know why, but I just like this mission so much. And I hate Call of Duty Zombies. I hate Halo Firefight. I can't stand stuff like that. But this, I'd replay it all day. I don't know why. Finally, after so long, we finally get to go after Mero. After everything, after Carlos, after killing Jessica, after brutally injuring Matt for shits and giggles, I guess, we finally get to go after the man himself.
I'm glad you all seem to like the new hardware the Brotherhood decided to hook us up with. You know, up until this point, we've been toying with Mero. Kill his bitch here, steal his money there. But I'm through playing. We know where he lives, we have his guns, and I say it's time we take that motherfucker out. What do you think?
And so after that riveting speech, we speed over to Mero's warehouse and start picking off his lieutenants one by one until we can fight our way up through Mero's safe house.
Stop. You think it's over?
Your little buddy screamed like a bitch when we trussed him up. How about you, bitch? You gonna scream?
Miro, get out of here! Get in, man!
Well, I hope you enjoyed that bit that I just did there. That was that was a lot of effort to cut all that up. So if you liked it, you should write a comment about it. And even if you didn't like it, you should still write a comment about it. But anyway, now I bet you thought the video was over. It's not. It's still got a while left. Now we've got to go through this stronghold at the airport, and it's a stronghold. There's nothing really interesting about it. We've got to like defend a computer and then blow up some planes. It's really basic. Like there's not a lot to go on. But what I do want to talk about is actually the Mero boss fight. Now, as a boss fight, it's pretty basic. I mean, I guess that's what you get for like a 2008 game, but it wasn't boring basic. It was pretty fun as a boss fight. Yeah, I mean, from time to time it got a bit hairy, and I cut all that out though. I had to hide behind a broken power box thing for like a minute until my health regenerated, but apart from that, it was pretty simple. You just let him shoot until he runs out of ammo, and then you pop out with a bunch of rocket launchers to the face, and it goes down pretty easy. So, oops, yeah, it's an alright boss fight. But after this stronghold, we'll get to the real Mero boss fight.
I didn't think you'd show.
I'm surprised you have the balls to come alone.
I never said I'd be alone.
So much like the last boss fight, in this one, rocket launchers are your best friend. I remember when I did this back in the, when I first played it, I had so much trouble trying to, get it done because I just kept getting run over. But once you have rocket launchers, you just blow up anyone that comes near you, and it's so much easier. The only real difficulty I had was, making sure not to blow myself up. But yeah, Mero, he goes down very, very easily when you just shoot a bunch of rockets at his truck. It's 2008, you're not going to get, amazing boss fights. But as far as Saints Row boss fights go, this one wasn't the worst, alright? If I had to pick a worse one, it would probably be Killbane from Saints Row 3, considering that is just a quick time event. but, you know, it's alright.
Any last words?
Go to hell.
Sorry, didn't catch that.
So, I'm gonna go to a in-game voiceover here instead of an actual, like, normal voiceover, because I want to give my thoughts on the Brotherhood arc, like, as fresh in my mind as it can be. It's definitely the most basic out of all of them. It's just, well, so far. I don't really remember everything, because last time I played this game was about 2 years ago, so I can't really remember what it was like back then. So far, it has been probably the most basic. You go here, kill these guys, go there, do this. It's fun, but there's not a lot of substance. There were some really interesting missions, like when you stuffed Jessica in the trunk, when Carlos died, and well, even the cutscenes where we got to meet Dane Vogel. It definitely had some interesting parts, but Mero as a villain I found to be just very boring and kind of cookie cutter. Like, he's just the big tough guy, and I mean, I reckon he's got a softer side. You could see that with Jessica, and like by the fact that he was willing to partner with the Saints even if he was doing it in a disrespectful kind of way, as I said in the last video. It's definitely the one that you should start with if you play this game. I mean, you can tell that that's kind of what they intended, because they own the least territory out of any gang. All the purple is, well, except for this one, I think, is what the Brotherhood owned. Brotherhood are definitely the ones that you should start with. They own the least amount of territory, probably the easiest gang to go up against. It's still a fun game though. I still really enjoyed it. I think if I had to rate this gang on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd put them in a good 6. They're not bad, but they're not amazing. And from what I remember, the Sons of Samdi, they're up there. But yeah, so next video we'll decide which gang to take on, and I'll also probably have to grind some respect because I'm kind of running low. And yeah, as always, like, share, comment. Even if you hated the video, comment anyway. Yeah, get me out of the salt mines, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.